We got one for the money, two for the show.
Hey, it's you! Come on in and join us!
Y'all, when Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements announced that they were doing a 2024 scent revamp of Sacré Bleu, we went looking for a video comparing them, and when we couldn't find one, we decided to make our own!
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, we're so glad to see you. Thank you for being here in our little barbershop. And if you happen to be here during the live premieres, we'd love to meet you. And we'd love for you to meet the Whiff Pack.
We would. So, fun fact, maybe this is just a secret time. Instead of a little mention.
We got to come clean on some folks.
We pride ourselves on having done an episode for each soap in our den.
But there's one that we snuck in under the radar, and we've never felt good about it since. Plus, y'all, it is a banger of bangers, and it is the summer scent of summer scents. So here's how this happened. At the very beginning of our journey, we got this beautiful care package from Douglas and Fran to help us get started. And it had a few sets in it, and it had a bowl and our travel scuttle here, and a couple of other things in it. And it had a cube, our very first cube. But the thing was,
it was actually an Immortal Peach Cube, and we smelled it. But we didn't realize that there was actually a shave soap and whole line that went, because we were such newbies. We didn't know.
And we didn't just smell it. The mail lady smelled it. Her mom smelled it. Everybody smelled it, because from the outside of the box, you could smell this beautiful Georgia peach just getting ripe inside. So we decided to pick up the soap, but we figured our first impression was kind of ruined because we had already smelled the cube. So we decided not to do an episode, but
we feel bad.
Y'all, ever since, like, this one has just been alone in the cabinet in certain ways because it never saw the light of the barbershop. So y'all, this is our Immortal Peach soap that we bought without telling y'all, and we're finally coming clean. We apologize.
Before our 1 year, we had to do it.
However, there is half a first impression yet to be had because, lo and behold, it has been re-released for 2024. And y'all, we have procured and we have resisted smelling this incredible splash. So, this is sort of a first and a half impression, and I think it counts. But that way, we can make an honest girl out of this beautiful Immortal.
Oh, look at that color. Almost like Atomic Pumpkin-ish, but different.
Yeah, not every PA adjective comes with a gorgeous hue, but whoa, this is like the intensity's turned up on the pumpkin. And y'all, this is a bit of a rarity in the PAA lineup because it's sort of a single scent note. What do we have?
It is. All hail the return of Immortal Peach. Close your eyes now and imagine the shiny, golden, juice-dripping slices of a ripened peach. Our most recent version of this classic captures just that and then some. Beautifully rounded, sparkling, and even more invigorating than our previous renditions.
Y'all, and that is exactly what this smells like. Like, I was blown away at the beginning because peach is in lots of stuff, y'all. Let's be honest. But when you open this cube thing and it smells like you're holding the real thing in your hand, and your grandpa had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and you know what real peaches on the vine actually smell like, and you're like, what did they do? How? It's that good. And everybody we put this under the nose of is like, yo, guys, this is insane.
So all right, has it been a while?
Okay, take it in.
And I haven't used my cube in a while. I swapped out to the black one.
Right,
so I just was kind of trying to like get my nose a little break so I could give you a real impression here.
Take it in.
All right.
I re-smell this all the time, so I'm very familiar.
Yeah, there is something that's just very real. And it is more like the juicy side of the peach, if that makes sense.
And since it is, I'm super excited to smell it wet. Does that make sense?
No, I'm with you. We're going to have to wait till the end to put the splash on, because otherwise it'll ruin our next episode. But I can't wait to have the dry down effect, because I feel like something happens after that.
And sometimes these peel right off.
That wasn't too bad.
Now, a little tip for you PAA collectors like me. If that little thing in there, the little piece of paper, if that keeps coming off when you take the lid off, it means there's a couple little sticky pieces that are still on the top of your shape. Just take a piece of cloth and just kind of give it a nice little buff right there. This will stay right where it belongs.
Go for it. It's been long awaited. It's been long awaited.
Douglas and Fran, are you kidding me?
Did you already get a whiff?
Are you kidding me with this? This is twice as good as the soap, just because the intensity is in a little bit of a wetness and it's turned up a little bit because it's a splash.
Right.
It's just more. It's just gloriously more. Here's the mark of a great peach. For me, every other peach smell I've smelled before, I get, well, too much of it real fast. Guys, if I had lungs in my feet, I would still be taking this in.
There's like a powdery sweetness here.
Yeah, right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Remember when he had vanilla powder as a scent note? And it was like, whoa, that's cool.
I almost wish I could put that on like a sunscreen.
Right.
Going to the beach.
Right.
There's just something in that sweetness there that I'm like, I'm gonna have a good day at the beach, lying in the sun.
And Lee will tell you to mix this with rabbit banana if you want to have a fruit salad walk like you've never experienced in your life. Mysteries and wonders await us, folks. Y'all, I am so glad this is even better than I expected.
And that we came clean. I do feel better.
My conscience is clean. I have been cleansed.
So this is a different day because then we have another different kind of a comparison thing going on too.
At the beginning of our journey, I was talking to Douglas about how we really didn't want to do top 10 lists because we really, in our own minds, can't even really compare.
And we keep
these
adding
soaps,
more.
Right?
It's really hard.
And
you
even
know?
an artisan's creations are sometimes apples and oranges. You really can't compare them.
But
unless there is something along the lines of a super classic homage to a super classic aftershave, I don't know, called Sacré Bleu that we picked up last fall. And then we noticed that there was not only a brand new revamp of the scent in the soap, but a brand new revamp of the splash to maybe give it an upgrade from this classic green aftershave color into an iced electric blue one. We did check in with a couple of experts, notably Angela with the Shave Arcade, who said that the scent upgrade and revamp was for sure worth a look-see. So y'all, we're gonna compare these apples to apples. Let's meet the soap. All right, y'all, so let's be clear. If you caught a Sacré Bleu episode, I meant every word of that, and it's only gotten truer as the months have worn on. This is absolutely not only one of my favorite scents, but one of my absolute favorite homages. My best friend Joel even came over. He did Guys and Dolls in San Francisco where they had Aqua Velva backstage for inspiration, and he smelled this and went, oh my God. This is what it's supposed to smell like. So y'all, when the scent was being revamped, we are kind of new around here still. We're not exactly sure if a revamp is a 10% improvement, a 20% improvement, a 50%
like restarted
improvement.
The whole process?
Right.
Whether
know. It's really worth reinvesting in a new set or if we can be happy with this. And somebody actually asked Douglas, how different is it? And he wrote, well, the original is awesome. You all, if you have it, you will love it. You will be happy with it. But this new scent revamp is for the purists. Well, y'all, we like to consider ourselves purists around here, and that definitely rose our eyebrows up a little bit, so we picked up the new set, and we're going to take a look at the little nooks and crannies that might make it a little bit of an improvement over the original version. So, y'all, from the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Sacré Bleu Scent Revamp 2024.
If you are a fan of the original Aqua Velva of yore, this, my friend, is for you. The only kicker is you need to act fast for this stuff or it won't be around for long.
Y'all, we had to grab the original. I think it was around for 4 days. So
yeah,
I'm really happy that this one's going to be around for a little bit longer, it looks like. And note, aftershave is likely mentholated like the original. It was called ice in the original formula, I think.
Fun.
And y'all, this being an apples to apples comparison, we're going to do things a little bit different today. So let's start with the scent notes.
Top notes, citrus, mint, and spice. 3, very simple.
Love it.
Middle, floral, violet, woody. And then for our bottom, other 3, musk, sweet, tonka.
Sweet.
Sweet.
It's just a sweet
That's
note
your
in there.
scent
They
note.
just take Mr. Rogers' sweater and grind it up. This is great, y'all. And I think these are the same notes as the original formula.
Okay.
So it's going to be just somewhere in the way the bricks are laid together. Somewhere in maybe a revamped mint, a revamped violet, a revamped sweet. So who knows what mysteries and wonders we might discover in these fraternal twins. But let's open the box. We bought a big box from Phoenix and we put them in a little box
We
for
had
the
bought
show.
too many splashes, so we had to open the splash just to make sure it
And
was
I
the
got
right one.
a chill mill chicken future episodes for the mention of that one after I try it out a little bit. There she is now,
Does it
y'all.
look the same?
I wrote 2024 on the bottom of this one because I wanted to keep them separate.
just
I
in
don't
case
know
they're
if
the same.
there's a difference in the label. Is there?
Oh.
I
What's
think
that
they're
thing
the
staying in the
same.
middle? I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty close.
Sometimes he puts like little hieroglyphs and
Yeah,
things.
but I think this is
I
pretty
think they're
much the
pretty
same.
So it's a good thing I marked it. All right, and then let's see. Open the box
this one?
here. What do we got?
So
The
we have been
little
warned that this
foamy
might be
paper's been taken off
a little
already.
different color from what
Right.
we've heard too.
So, yeah, another interesting thing. In fact, I think most of the classic aftershaves that start blue turn green in the bottle over time as the scent maturates.
Interesting.
However, this one, I think, if
Starting
I'm
off.
going by the picture on the sales page, has had a revamp in color as well.
I think you're right. at him.
I would be lying if I said this wasn't one of the reasons that I wanted to get this.
Because it is called
I love
Sacré
this
Bleu.
electric blue color.
You know,
so here's this one and there's that one.
Well, side by side for those
let's
who
look at
like
the
those things.
label. Are they the same?
I
Pretty
think
much
so.
the same. But we can always tell these apart. So that's
Yeah, this
good.
is easier. We don't have to write on this
and
one.
I kind of stopped using this one when I knew this was coming out because I'm not sure which one is going to be the
Refresh
one
it.
I want to ration a little bit more than the other, or maybe they'll come out kind of the same for me.
Right.
Who knows? But there's one way to find out. Let's have a second impression. All right, y'all, this is fun because the focus is a little bit different. So
Right.
start here. Let's see if they're the same color. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's show our friends here.
I have the original.
Oh,
Sarah
mine's a
has
little
the
lighter.
2024. Hers a little
Okay.
lighter. Okay. Well, there you
All
go.
right.
All right. And the
So
labels are
just
the
that?
same.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to start by taking a whiff of this one, the OG.
OG.
Ready?
Go for that. Oh, it's the good stuff. It's a
It's
long whip.
just such a masterful, completed Tetris board of perfect scent notes. Okay.
Okay, let me take a turn of that one. That's the newbie.
This one started as an aftershave back during the war, y'all, but eventually made its way up to the cheekies.
Yeah, there's something in the base of this one that really, like, just that whole whiff, it stays with you.
Right. Beautiful. Okay, here we go.
All right.
The scent.
A real-
Revamp.
What do we get off the book here?
Oh, it's way different.
Wow, I'm glad we're doing this!
Y'all.
Okay!
Y'all, it's not just one note in here that's different.
Huh.
Oh,
So, like-
where's my flag?
Where the oils went in, like they started from scratch.
This is different.
Mm.
Hold on.
So it's not just the color.
Sage? I get different things in this, y'all. This is
Whoa.
more of a natural smell, I
Well,
think.
some of those scent notes are kind of like up to your impression, you know? Like it's not
Whoa.
exactly that full.
And
Interesting.
you know, I don't get as syrupy sweet a 60s aftershave feel
Oh.
in this one that I do in that one. And if you know any kind of 60s aftershaves, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't. This has more of like a fine perfumer's nose to it than like an aftershave kind of a thing. Hold
Okay,
on.
okay.
Hold on. Just like eating a cookie with more gourmet ingredients kind of thing.
Interesting.
It's way different because the first thing that hits me is not like a blue sweetness. It's more of a white sage that I kind of get off the top of this.
But that does still have like that aftershavey vibe.
Herby sense to it. Right. A little bit reminiscent of that sage that's in the Watcher. Just,
I was just gonna ask
a
that.
little
Okay.
bit of a dapperness and still holding on to a vintage quality. Just matured it up a little bit,
Interesting.
I
I
think.
need to
And then
refresh.
that blue sense is still for sure in this. It's just being taken from the very first thing that meets you down to like the third or fourth thing that meets you, but it still puts its arm around you. And I will keep my flag in that.
Do I get a turn?
Wow. Wow. It's almost just like, you know, my brain just showed me. There's a great magic trick where they take a lady, they put her in a box, and they take the box apart, and they put it in a different
right,
order,
right.
and then they open all the doors, and she's like somehow in a different order and all freaky. Well, it's like they did that backwards. It's like they started with Sacré Bleu, and then
they're
they
like,
took all
"Hold
the
on."
pieces and they put them back together, and then when they open the door, the lady walks out. Like this is a different
Re-clicked on
order
that puzzle piece.
of things.
Okay.
And y'all, this isn't just a little different. This is like 60 to 70% different for me. And that is why I'm thrilled. Because y'all, I would have been a little bit disappointed if I had read Scent Revamp and we had invested another $41 in a set and it was identical. And now,
Right.
we gotta talk. We would be totally happy with that because we
Just needs a
love
little
this one
extra.
so much. I would have just used it more, right?
Right.
But I don't know which one now. I'm gonna covet more because it's so different. 60 to 70% for me different.
Okay, now I gotta get my nose on that because
Okay, so you ready?
let me read what
Let's see if I'm right. You smell that. Now, don't let me like influence you. If this is totally the same as you, it totally might
Like
be.
this is crazy. I'm just
so
kidding.
here we go.
Okay. Let's see. I should have had my close my eyes and you should have asked.
Ah, yeah, do it blind.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh no, you're completely right.
Totally different.
Hold on.
It's-
That's very different.
I know, Douglas.
There's
Wow.
like okay,
Wow.
the sweetness on this side. And the color I got smelling this one, if I didn't know the splash was green, that's what color my brain got. Was like
Yeah,
a green,
right.
herby, kind of earthy thing.
Right.
This one is almost like this is the summer and this is the winter version. Like there's something completely different in
Right.
that side.
Totally agree. I get way more of the blue ice in this, way less of it in this. This dives down into those
Okay,
other things.
I know you were saying white sage. I'm definitely getting the white. I'm definitely getting the sweet.
I'm getting more of a clary kind of a sage.
Maybe. Like this is like a night version and a day version.
Yeah.
Like there's just completely different sides of
And
it.
y'all, this is a where most sense in the shaving world with the cans of goo or maybe a 5-minute train ride, right? The artisan world, they take you on adventures. And where this is like a 3-hour train ride, that's a 4-hour train ride. Where my nose has a beautiful time discovering all the countrysides in this, it has a lot further to go in this formula. I don't know how to better say that.
Okay, so I kind of feel like I want to look at the list again.
I know.
And re-smell these, but we also have to make a lather, so we got some work to do.
We'll be right back after these messages. Okay, so we don't want this episode to go for 900 minutes because it totally could. So let's do it this way.
Okay.
Top notes: citrus, mint, and spice. Let's smell them both.
Okay. This is,
Way more citrus.
way more citrus.
In this.
That's
and
out of those
less
three.
mint, less mint, and I think even spice.
Yeah, this is a deeper
Lateral
side of the
move.
spice somehow.
You think? Let me see. Yeah. Slightly different in the spice,
Okay.
but totally different citrus and mint. Next one.
And then-
floral, violet, woody.
Okay,
Go.
you start there. Oh yeah, this is all the woody over here.
That's
This is
more the
floral.
floral. Did you, same time, right? Did we stutter? Nope. This is the floral, y'all.
Okay.
And that's what I love because violet, floral. These are your barbershops. These are what make it a barbershop.
There's still a violet in each, but
There
this
is.
this violet leads me to floral. This violet
more
leads me
real.
deep into the woods.
This is more real, y'all. These are like the real things. And these are like sort of the man-made versions of those things.
Right.
Does that make sense? Not that there's anything wrong
They're
with
both
that. I mean,
wonderful.
I think
They're
I
just-
almost in general prefer this.
Right.
Somebody said it was more like the medicines. But y'all, I freaking love them. Man. So they
have a
just
place,
that, right?
okay?
And then last one, musk, sweet, and tonka. Ready?
Ready, go.
And go.
Yeah, this one is the more the sweet. This is more the musk.
And the tonka is a little bit more in here,
Yeah.
I think. Y'all.
So depending on what we just said, if that helps sway you, if that, I don't know, but
different. And you know what? We're going to build some lathers here with a little bit of bewitched magic. And we're there, y'all. So this is my atomic rocket brush. This is one of my favorites in all of my collection from the very
this is
beginning
my
of our adventure.
Star Wars from our very beginning.
This is our intergalactic, indestructible, shatterproof travel skull. Also a gift from Douglas
This
Fran.
is my HCNC stainless
It is
steel.
a 22 gauge stainless steel
Wiggy
brush.
lather.
All right, here we
Okay.
go, y'all. So watch this. I'm going to actually do it this way because I want you to see how this Phoenix lather covers. Y'all, it's just a fun experience. Okay,
you want
ready?
this on that side?
Yeah, why not?
Take a little. My brush is
Okay,
ready.
the hemispheric whiff, y'all. Ready? Here we go.
Are they friends? It works that way too?
I am so glad I have 2 holes in my nose. Hold on a second. Okay, but
Okay.
smell that.
Okay. Yeah, OG. I mean, at least from what we first had.
And then
There is something bright and crisp and clean, like,
crisp.
which is funny.
Yes,
I feel like this has a little more of a feminine side to it.
She's totally right.
This
Well,
is
only because
more
it's
a
more
deeper masculine.
natural.
Yeah.
It's more natural. So I totally get that when you
Naturally
smell
sweet.
those sages, when you smell those
Yeah.
herbs, when you smell the sweet, it's done with something more real.
Even the scent note there listed sweet as a scent note.
Right.
And it's definitely here.
Okay, so hold my rocket.
All day.
And there's just more to explore. And you know, having had 45 or 50 PAA soaps now in our cabinet, this has the fingerprint of Douglas and Fran. And y'all, I am coming to love those fingerprints because let's face it, there are homages, there are homages, there are homages. And what I love best is when an artisan or like an artist knows how to cover your favorite song in a way that the original artist maybe didn't think of a twist or turn or two.
Yep.
That's what this new version is. So I do think that the OG might be a little bit, I don't know, closer to the current version.
Okay.
But I think this, the 2024 revamp, is going to be the one that's taken us back to those old days in the service in the 1940s where they were washing their mouths out with this and realizing, wait a minute, this might do a lot better on the face. And I think that's what we're talking about here.
Okay, so here's the other part. We still have a splash that we have to dive into.
And when you dive deep. Oh, this is the part that I've been waiting for. You. Okay, so let's both smell the OG first.
Do a
Here we
little
go.
shake it. Okay, here we go.
Stuff,
To the green side.
take it.
There is a powdery thing in that is closer to something that's happening in the new one.
She's a charmer.
That little
She's a charmer.
sweetness is a little different here, I have to say.
Look at this electric.
That's more the aqua,
love the
like
color.
aqua,
Yeah,
you know?
love the color.
The Sacré Bleu.
All right, here we go, folks.
Okay. What do
Just
we
the
got?
sage is gorgeous. The natural balance is gorgeous. These notes are clicking together in a totally different way, y'all. And it's way more of a natural version. So like Aqua Velvet is being made out of stuff you can find outside. Y'all, that personality is all there in the center, but it is coming together in a totally different way. And it's really cool because it's almost like I sense this up here and I sense this up here and I sense this up here and I sense this down here really separately. And my brain kind of goes, how are those Aqua Velva? And then they all come together and go, ping! And my brain goes, wait a minute, that's Aqua Velva!
Okay,
So this is so cool because I feel like if you
nose?
liked one of the ingredients inside of it, your nose could focus on that.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Right? What do you get?
It's funny. If I hadn't seen this color,
Yeah.
I think I see like a bright baby bluish kind of turquoisey
100%.
thing.
And there's a little menthol in there.
There is. And that one, it has the sweet in a different way
Yes.
that I did get out of the 2024
Yep,
one.
right.
I sense a little sweet more now in the splash than I was expecting. Like, I
Right.
don't know if my nose was kind of brought into that sweet side.
This is a little bit more like sugar. And this is a little bit more like they did it with more natural
I'm
sweet
with you.
woods and herbs and things.
Or
Does
like
make
that
sense?
violet, the something
Right.
in there with the sweet is
They're
is
letting the
clicking.
actual scent notes be sort of the sweet. I'd be really curious what the sweet note in here actually is. 'Cause
Right.
This is way more of a
So
natural
I
version.
actually kind of think if you were to mix the two splashes or the two soaps, they're different enough that they would make something really cool together because there's like the lighter sides, the darker sides that are happening.
All right, y'all. We're going to do something on here that's a little experimental. This is the everything old is new again with. So I'm going to take a little bit of the old G.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a little bit of the new G. And we're going to test your theory here. Let's see what happens. A little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Not as green now.
Do
It's
this thing here.
changing.
Ready? Here we go. And one. Y'all!
I'm going for the new one. There's like a brightness, but instead of it having like a base and a high note, I feel like this is like the top shelf
Right.
and then it just keeps growing. Like there's something more vertical about this
Right.
lighter one.
So, y'all, I guess the good news is that these are really,
Yep.
really different. Not just a little, put it in the comments, but y'all, a revamp indeed. This is
Yeah.
the 1956 Chevy and the 1957. There are big differences here, y'all. And you know what? I so appreciate that. Not just from the standpoint of a fan, but from the standpoint of a consumer. If I am going to reinvest in a revamp, it's an honest to God, holy crap revamp, y'all, when it comes to PAA. And that gives me a lot of hope for
does.
revamps that are coming in the future.
So there are parts in the new one. I know it comes off as saying like they're more feminine, but it's just the little sweeter edges are there.
Yeah.
Where this one has a little bit more of that masculine kind of push through.
Right.
So this is maybe a little bit more on the crowd pleasing side for me that I kind of would
100%.
vibe towards this newer one. Not
would
that anything's wrong with this
100%
one.
see that, yep.
It just has way more of that classic aftershave masculine finish. I would definitely steal and use this one.
Totally agree.
If that helps. I don't know what I'm going to say, but that's my vote.
So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be a wet shaving hobbyist and be a giant fan of classic aftershaves. You're going to have this one in your cabinet and you're going to love it. It's going to be one of your favorites. But just about the time you see that there's a scent revamp and you might just want to splurge to see how different it is and you try it on for size Sacré Bleu. You just got your own. So head over to their website at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com, or even better, do it by way of the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, which lets them know that we sent you, and it gives us back a small percentage of the sale, which we'll probably spend on soap so we can make more episodes. It's at no cost to you, and we would be grateful. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Sacré Bleu. And you know what I think? I think the 2023 was like a luxury version of what you can find down the street at the pharmacy right now. But this, reminiscent of Father's Days in the 40s and 50s, a natural, cleaner smell where the version you know is more brought into the center, doesn't meet you up front because you're met with more sagey, more herbal, more spicier things. Y'all, I'm still learning about the Phoenix lather and what it can do and the boundaries of what it lets my razors do. It's always impressive. Thanks, y'all. You say the secret word, you win $100.
Welcome to Messages. So these brushes were sent to us by Craig from Opus Brush so that we could have a special giveaway just for you.
Y'all, you get your choice here on YouTube. If you are our lucky winner, all you have to do is send an email here to we sent you at thebarbershopduet.com so we can get back to you. Be a subscriber here on YouTube. Check out Opus Brush over on Instagram and check back here on July 3rd to see if you are our lucky winner. The other one we're going to give away at the end of the summer on an Instagram Live with Craig himself.
Best of luck.
You know, folks, we just shot, I think, our 6th Green Irish Tweed homage episode, but it was incredible. And I had to edit a bunch out of the episode because we talked for so long. So you know what I love about this? This is just a separate version of the scent we love the most. And there are tons of nooks and crannies still to discover between
Whole new
these.
perspective. It just kind of shifts the lens a little bit. And I gotta say, for each of our personalities, like we kind of identify with different one of these. So you might too. It's really cool to have another side.
Like hearing a song that you love done by a couple of other great singers. There are going to be moments in there you're going to like better. And just exactly what's happening in these.
And let's be real. We can't have too much Sacré Bleu on our shelf.
Yeah, a Cole Porter song is always going to be magical no matter who covers it. So there's always going to be stuff in one that you love and stuff that you love even better in the other. So I love that y'all are giving us this amazing classic song in a couple of different arrangements.
Yeah, don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.